morning guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new, hi, welcome. I'm Andrea, I'm a travel agent and a photographer, and today we are here in Luxor. We arrived yesterday from Edfu, and we are currently still on our cruise ship. We are ready to check out, and we will start our visits with Karnak Temple, and then we will have the Valley of the Kings and Queen Hatshepsut's temple and the Colossi of Memnon, and we will take the bus to Hurghada, and we will have 2 days to relax and recharge because it was quite a week. We explored a lot. Honestly, it was really nice, but it was also very tiring. If you are interested in seeing the previous vlogs where we visited the pyramids, Old Cairo, Philae Temple, we visited Luxor Temple yesterday, so we visited a bunch of places, and then I will link them below in the description, or you can find them on my channel. If you're ready for today's adventure, then let's start the day. As for the outfit of today, I have this shirt from Decathlon. It's from the desert category, my shorts, and of course my explorer boots. This was my exact outfit last time I went to Karnak, but I really loved it. It's giving me that explorer style, so I will wear this whole outfit today as well, and my hat to be complete. Sadly, it was time to say goodbye to our cruise ship and start our last day of adventures. Before even reaching the bus, I was greeted by a little kitty seeking for attention. Our first stop was at the Karnak Temple Complex, and I was incredibly happy we arrived early in the morning because only a few people were around and the space felt calm and perfect for exploring. It's good to be back. I haven't seen Karnak Temple this empty, like, ever. We entered through the first pylon, welcomed by ram-headed sphinxes symbolizing the god Amun, with small statues of Ramses II nestled between their paws. Wow guys, I can't believe how free it is. There are just a few people, a few groups, so I'm super happy about it. Karnak isn't a single temple, but a vast complex built over centuries by many pharaohs, each adding their mark. As we moved through the courtyard, I paused at the statue of Ramses II with Queen Nefertari carved at his feet, a powerful reminder of royal presence and legacy. Let's take a walk in the Temple of Ramses III. Bathed in soft morning light, the statues glowed in the sun and everything felt incredibly peaceful. had visited this inner sanctuary before, dedicated to Amun, where the sunlight enters through an opening in the ceiling. I'm gonna come here back later, and there's that hole, and the sun rays will just come right in, and it will be such a beautiful thing to see. This time it was too early for the sun to align perfectly, but I will never forget the experience when the light felt almost tangible. The hypostyle hall is easily one of my favorite parts of Karnak. Built by Seti I and completed by Ramses II, it features 134 massive columns covering 5,000 square meters. There's something I've never seen before. These columns are so colorful. How come I haven't seen this before? In the very heart of Karnak, there is this sanctuary where the god Amun lived inside a sacred statue. Each morning the high priest would come in, awaken the god's spirit, greet him, wash him, apply perfume, do all these steps as a ritual for the god to be content and enjoy his day. They would bring him food, wine, and musicians and dancers would perform for him. Keeping Amun content was believed that the god himself would not forget about the people and give them abundance. I continued exploring and wandered further into the quieter parts of Karnak. Somewhere behind this sacred area, the space opens up again into another courtyard. And this is where I reached the Temple of Thutmose III. It feels more intimate here, slightly hidden from the main paths, and I love discovering it. I definitely haven't been here before. This place is amazing. Okay, so this is the Temple of Ramses II here at Karnak. And you can clearly see his massive statues. And right now I'm going near the lake where I want to find this representation of priests, you know, the pure ones, named the pure ones. They shaved their entire hair and from all over their bodies to be perfect for the gods and to be considered clean and to be better than ordinary people. So I actually saw this in Joanne Fletcher's documentary, and I think it is so interesting. I wonder where I'm gonna find them. The sacred lake was once used for purification rituals, reflecting the importance of water in both religious and daily life. Nearby, the sacred scarab stood quietly. I didn't have time to circle this time, but seeing it again made me happy. Well, I haven't quite find that specific scene, but you can see the priests with their shaved heads, like in multiple places. There they are, if you can see them.
You will see here something amazing. God Ramses II kneeling before the chief of gods of ancient time while he's offering to him the word.
Well guys, that was it. Well guys, this was our tour here at... Well guys, let me do my let me do my talking. This was our visit here at Karnak Temple. I am so happy that I've managed to visit places I haven't seen before. I've been here twice. This is my third time, and definitely I think there is so much more to explore. Like if you take your time and really dive into hieroglyphs and depicted scenes on the walls, then you do need some time. But yeah, right now I guess we're going to the Valley of the Kings, so see you there. After leaving Karnak, we crossed over to the west bank of the Nile. On the way to the Valley of the Kings, we passed by the house of Howard Carter, and I was surprised to learn that there's also a replica of Tutankhamun's tomb. Definitely a must visit next time. We soon arrived at the Valley of the Kings, and how nice it is to be transported with small electric carts to the tombs. We started with the tomb of Ramses IV, KV2. This was actually my third time visiting it, but it's such a beautifully preserved tomb that I was happy to enter again with my friends. The colors are still incredibly vivid, and in the burial chamber, the ceiling is dominated by Nut, the powerful sky goddess stretching across the heavens to protect the king in the afterlife. This tomb follows a very clear, straight layout, making it one of the most accessible and visually striking in the valley. And because the last two times I've seen the tombs of Merempeta and Ramses IX, right now I want to see something else, something new. The tomb of Ramses III. I think this might be my new favorite. This is one of the largest and most extensively decorated burial sites here. The walls here are filled with detailed scenes from the Book of Gates and the Amduat, funerary texts intended to guide the pharaoh through the afterlife. This tomb is also known by the nickname the Tomb of the Harpists, due to a rare relief in one of its side chambers depicting two blind musicians playing harps before deities. You will notice serpents appear again and again. They had a protective role, guarding the sun god during his mighty journey. It's incredibly detailed, dramatic and immersive. I could have spent much more time here. Oh my goodness, guys, Ramses III's tomb was spectacular. Honestly, it might be my favorite so far. It's really cool. So here is Amenhotep II tomb, but it's not open. So I think we're gonna go and see Tutankhamun's tomb. The ticket for Tutankhamun's tomb is purchased separately, costing about $12. Compared to others, this tomb is really small, but it's exceptionally well preserved. It was discovered in November 1922 by Howard Carter accidentally, as it lays under the tomb of Ramses VI. 5,000 artifacts were found inside, including chariots, jewelry, furniture, weapons. The only decorated room is the burial chamber, housing the sarcophagus, and 3 nestled coffins were found inside, the innermost being solid gold. Seeing the boy king's actual mummy resting here is a powerful moment. After visiting the Valley of the Kings multiple times, this felt like a very special first. You know, some people say that it's not worth to visit Tutankhamun's tomb, but personally I really loved it. Even though it's small, his mummy is there and his sarcophagus, and the walls are so beautifully preserved, colorfully painted. It's definitely worth it if you are a history lover, if you love Egyptology, then go for it. The ticket costs 700 Egyptian pounds, which is about 12 euros, so it's definitely worth it. And just like that, our visit to the Valley of the Kings came to an end. A place I keep returning to, and one that never stops amazing me. One of our last visits of the day was the famous mortuary temple of Queen Hatshepsut, one of the most remarkable rulers of ancient Egypt. She was a pharaoh, not just a queen, and ruled during the 18th dynasty, bringing a long period of peace and prosperity to Egypt. The temple is unique in design, featuring 3 ascending terraces connected by long ramps. The lower terrace of the temple once featured exotic gardens and reliefs depicting the transport of obelisks from Aswan to the Karnak Temple. The middle terrace hosts the most famous reliefs, also including chapels dedicated to Hathor and Anubis. I love this part of the temple, that's why I started my visit at the section dedicated to Hathor, the goddess of love, joy, motherhood. This part of the temple feels especially gentle and intimate, with beautifully preserved columns featuring Hathor's face. Moving higher up the temple, the upper terrace features Osirid statues of Hatshepsut and leads to the sanctuary of Amun, which is carved into the cliff face. Here, rituals would take place to connect the pharaoh with the divine, reinforcing Hatshepsut's right to rule. If you want to dive deeper into the life of Hatshepsut, Curtis Ryan Woodside recently released a full 3-hour-long documentary on YouTube, and it's absolutely worth watching. I will have the link in the description. We then stopped at the Colossi of Memnon, 2 massive statues of the pharaoh Amenhotep III that once guarded the entrance to his mortuary temple. Although the temple behind them is mostly gone, these statues have stood here for over 3,400 years. We are at the Colossi of Memnon, right behind me. You can see the two statues of Amenhotep III. Sorry. Yeah, it's really cool that we have more time here, like 10-15 minutes, and I could come here and explore a bit. Oh, and by the way, back there I saw archaeologists. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I think they are in working season. Seeing archaeologists actively working nearby was incredibly exciting, especially since I once dreamed of becoming an archaeologist myself. As we continued our journey toward Hurghada, the landscape transformed once again, dramatic cliffs glowing in the golden hour light. Passing familiar places like the Grand Resort, one of my favorites here in Hurghada, where we stayed in March, made this transition from ancient history back to the present feel strangely poetic. Guys, we arrived in Hurghada, and please don't mind my hair. Today was so freaking hot and humid and everything, but it was such a cool day. We visited Karnak Temple, which was, I think it was it the highlight of today? I think it was, because I got to visit some areas in the temple that I haven't seen the last 2 times I was there. So, you know what? No. Yeah, that was cool. But the highlight of today was actually seeing archaeologists working near the Colossi of Memnon. That was so cool. I guess it's their season, right? Because I've never seen them working before. So yeah, we are staying 3 nights, 2 full days here in Hurghada. We are checked in to Hilton hotel, resort, whatever this is. And it's so cool because we've been here before, and actually in March, because we were here on an info trip with the travel agencies, and it's so cool to actually stay here. And I mean, I think this is a huge suite. I mean, we have this like living room area, we have a little kitchen, and we have like the main bedroom over here. And what I really love is this bathroom. It's huge. And love this mirror. So cool. Oh, okay, but I'm not Mr. Anyway. And this balcony is huge. I don't know if you can like tell, but it's really big. And look, we have the pool over here, and there's the beach. But I will show you everything like tomorrow. The view is really pretty. And oh, there's Mike. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this exploring Egypt trip. It was so nice, and I've been wanting to come on this trip for so long, because it's nice to combine like a guided tour with the Nile cruise, because this way we could easily get to Aswan and go to Abu Simbel and visit lots of temples. It was such a nice experience. The cruise itself, it was really amazing. So yeah, we really enjoyed it, and our friends really enjoyed it as well, so that makes me happy. Thank you so much for coming along with us. If you haven't seen all the previous videos, then I will have a list in the description box, or you can find them on my channel. And please let me know in the comments below what was your ultimate favorite place that we have visited during these days. I have to think. I don't know if I have only one, because like I love ancient Egypt, and for me every single place is special in its own way and beautiful. So yeah, I don't know what was my favorite, but of course the pyramids and Abu Simbel were on my bucket list, so I gotta check them. Other than that, I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm curious about your opinions, guys. So yeah, as I was telling you, tomorrow and the day after we will just chill. We will have a little birthday photo shoot with my best friend's fiance on the beach, because she had her birthday right when we were in Cairo, and I will have my birthday on the day we are leaving, and I will document it and I will insert some highlights of these days after this outro of the vlog. So hope you enjoyed that too. Make sure to subscribe so you won't miss any other future adventure, and I really hope to see you very soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching and coming along with us. Take care, bye!
The last 2 days of our trip were all about slowing down, relaxing and recharging. I filmed a short hotel presentation video, and of course we enjoyed cocktails on the beach. One of the funniest moments was watching the staff collecting empty plastic cups, stacking them into this enormous tower as they walked along the beach. Later that day, there was a beach color party, and in the evening we went shopping at the local bazaar. You could find almost any kind of souvenir there, but we were mostly looking for spices. The shop owner welcomed us with pomegranate and tamarind tea, refreshing, flavorful, and absolutely delicious. The next day was my birthday, and I had no idea what was waiting for me. At breakfast, my best friend's fiancé surprised me with a birthday card, a pop-up card with cats. They know how much I love cats, and I honestly got so emotional. It was incredibly sweet. Later that afternoon came the real celebration. Our guide joined us, and a beautiful table decorated with flowers was waiting for us. When the cake arrived, they sang happy birthday in their own language and style, and it was such a special, unforgettable moment. The cake was absolutely delicious, and I'm so grateful to our guide and to the amazing staff of the Hilton hotel for organizing everything. And just like that, our journey came to an end. Thank you so much for coming along with us. All the vlogs from this trip are linked in the description below. See you in the next adventure!